Kelvin Owusu Ansah. Let's get into the latest in the world of sports, beginning from the MTN FA Cup round of 32 draw that was held yesterday. Kasagu Arrowheads play against Karela United, but there are some other big fixtures coming up. Brecum City play against Bofuakwatano, and also there is Park Academy against Bechem United. Bibiani Gold Stars will welcome Asante Kotoko Soccer Intellectuals against Vijay Soccer Academy. There's Elmina Sharks against Swedro All Blacks. Sky FC will host Mediama SC. Nania FC, who sent Hartlepool Parken from the FA Cup, will play against Accra Great Olympics. As Koforidi Association will welcome Legon Cities Football Club. Accra Athletic FC play against Hoho United FC, and Heart of Lions against Dreams FC. Also Susubiri. So Dreams will have to play Susubiri before that game against Heart of Lions, and Koforidi Association Football Club also that is also against Vision FC. So these are the games that will be coming up in the MTN FA Cup. But to become Chelsea head coach Christopher Ennin, and he believes his players still have a lot of lessons to learn if they want to get to the top of the Ghana Premier League. He says this after their matchday 14 fixture.
Yeah, thank you very much. Normally you can't get everything right. Some may do it wrong, some may do it right. So that's why we are there to always guide them and then make sure that what we are expecting them to do, they will do it. So that's what exactly it was doing. Playing with a team that is down by a player is quite difficult, because it can soak you a play counter. Because since you also know that they are down, you decide, okay, now they are down, let's go. That is where if you are not careful, they will punish you. So I'm always careful, because I quite remember I did one time with Kotoko. It's the same thing. We were able to beat them with 10 against 11. It happened like that because when we were down, they decided to no, they are down, let's punish them. So it's not an easy game beating a team that is down, unless maybe you had your goals before their player got out. If not, then it's not that easy.
So that is from Brecum Chelsea coach Christopher Ennin. But Ennin has been lauded for his very good tactics and helping Brecum Chelsea get very good results in the Ghana Premier League. He hopes to become one of the best coaches in the country.
Well, you could see if I'm worthy, it's fine. If not, I still need to work hard, because in this coaching field, it's quite good and always very good when you see that your work is being appreciated. It gives you the motivation to work harder, not to relax. So I think this is my second time and I'm still working hard to go higher. Looking at, not that they look at your matches and they judge you on that. So I can't say I'm better than any coach in Ghana. We are all coaches, we are all working. You could play, you could win, you could lose, the same thing to each and every coach. So they are all good coaches, and then better coaches that I'm always admiring them and I learn from them as well.
So that is from Christopher Ennin, head coach for Brecum Chelsea. Now calls for his inclusion into the Black Stars has intensified in the last couple of days, as Asante Kotoko SC midfielder Richmond Lamptey has assured fans that he won't let the bars affect his dedication to hard work. Lamptey's outstanding performances for the Porcupine Warriors have called for his potential and listing in Chris Hughton's squad for the African Nations Cup that will be coming up in Cote d'Ivoire in 2024. Lamptey is pleased to know, but he wants to keep his focus.
As a player and as a professional player, not to be here, you might terminate it. No more, because I work hard. As I like the home, the team P. Instruments so, and I said, Menda, because I work hard.
So that is from Richmond Lamptey. He says he wants to keep his focus and work hard so he can earn a position in Chris Hughton's squad. Now moving away from local football to the UEFA Champions League. Last night at 5:45, RB Leipzig defeated Young Boys from Switzerland by 2-1. Red Star Belgrade suffered a 3-2 loss at the hands of Manchester City. Atletico Madrid 2, Lazio 0. Celtic won their first game in the UEFA Champions League for the first time since 2013 by defeating Feyenoord Rotterdam 2-1 in that particular fixture. There was also Royal Antwerp from Belgium defeating Barcelona by 3-2. Shakhtar Donetsk lost 5-3, I should say, to FC Porto in Portugal. Pepe once again getting his name on the score sheet. And Newcastle United suffered a 2-1 loss to AC Milan at the St. James Park. Very surprising result in there. Borussia Dortmund from Germany drawing 1-1 with Paris Saint-Germain from France. Well, Newcastle United manager Eddie Howe tells how he rues the fact that a win would have been enough to take Newcastle to the last 16 of the UEFA Champions League. Eddie Howe.
Well, yeah, it's easier said than done. We of course wanted European football, but you're chasing the top prize, and I think quite rightly so. I think you have to attack. We wanted to attack today. We wanted to be ourselves, and that is very much our way. Yeah, I mean, there's so much football to come. I think the lads do need picking up. We have a very quick turnaround of games again, so what we can't do is feel sorry for ourselves or dwell on what's happened. I think we have to embrace it and learn from it and take everything, all the experiences that we've had in, and let it make us want to qualify again.
They would want to qualify again. Fikayo Tomori made an unbelievable tackle on the line to prevent Miguel Almiron from giving Newcastle United the lead in AC Milan's victory, while he's a bit bullish about Milan's chances going into the UEFA Europa League.
Yeah, I mean, it's not what we wanted at the beginning of this campaign. We wanted to qualify, and I think, in other situations, in certain situations where we could have scored and won the game, especially in the first two games against Newcastle and Dortmund, we could have put ourselves in a better position. But we're now in Europa League. It's not what we wanted, as I said, but we're going to try and go there and win the competition.
So that is there from Fikayo Tomori going into the Europa League to win the competition. Now let's take a look at all the groups after the 6 games from the group stage. So in Group A, FC Bayern Munich qualified alongside FC Copenhagen, Bayern with 16 points, Copenhagen with 8 points. Galatasaray walk into the Europa League with 5 points, and Manchester United finishing last with 4 points. In Group B, there is Arsenal 13 points, PSV 9 points, and then Lyon from France get into the UEFA Europa League. Sevilla, who won the Europa League, are out of Europe. Real Madrid qualified with Napoli 18 points, winning all their 6 games. Napoli have 10 points. Braga Sporting with 4 points into the Europa League. Union Berlin have been sent back, and there's Real Sociedad, who topped the Group D before Inter Milan, 12 points each, but better goal different. They walk into the Champions League knockout stages. Benfica into the Europa League. Salzburg walk out of Europe. Atletico Madrid and Lazio qualifying in Group E, with Feyenoord qualifying into the Europa League. 6 points. Celtic were last in the group. Dortmund qualified alongside Paris Saint-Germain, 11 and 8 points. AC Milan with 8 points walking into the Europa League. Newcastle are out of Europe, and Manchester City winning all their games, qualifying alongside Leipzig on 18 points and 12 points respectively. Young Boys walk into the Europa League. Red Star Belgrade have no European football for the rest of the season. In Group H, Barcelona finished off 12 points with FC Porto, and they walk into the knockout stages. Shakhtar Donetsk walk into the Europa League. Royal Antwerp, with just 3 points, are out of Europe. Now, you look at the round of 16, and this is how the teams have been seeded. So those who have topped the group, there is Bayern Munich, there is Arsenal, Real Madrid, Sociedad, Dortmund, Atletico Madrid, there is Man City and Barcelona. They have topped the group, and you look at the sides that are also going to be in the unseeded group. That is FC Copenhagen, there is PSV, there is Inter, there is Napoli, there's Lazio, there's Paris Saint-Germain, there's Leipzig, and then FC Porto. So that is it from the UEFA Champions League today. The UEFA Europa League continues. Roma play against Sheriff Tiraspol, Servette play against Slavia Prague, Union Saint-Gilloise against Liverpool, Toulouse against Lask, Bayer Leverkusen against Mod, Haken against Karabakh, Stade Rennais against Villarreal, and then Panathinaikos against Maccabi Haifa, Freiburg against West Ham United, Olympiacos against Baka Topola, there's Real Betis from Spain against Glasgow Rangers from Scotland, Sparta Prague from the Czech Republic against Aris Limassol from Cyprus, and Sporting Lisbon from Portugal against Sturm Graz. There is Bako Czeskowa from Poland against Atlanta, and then AK Athens against Ajax Amsterdam. There is Brighton against Olympique de Marseille. Liverpool are going to miss the services of McAllister, and Jurgen Klopp isn't happy. He says it's more tricky than they first thought.
So, well, I'm obviously not a doctor, but still, like that, they explain it to me pretty much every day why he's not ready yet. And it's a bit more tricky than we thought in the first moment. So the other boy stepped on his knee, and the stud, is it there? From the Bruce stud. The stood. I can't lie, that's what so the thing under the boot and went through pretty much the muscle on to the bone. So, and now we have to wait until the bone is healed and until Maka can deal with the pain, because it's pretty painful. But Maka is actually a super tough guy, so we have probably to make sure that just from infection point of view nothing happened. So that's really important. So it was really never had this injury on one of my players before, but now we have it, and I hope it will not take that long. But I would like to say it's day by day. But that would look like he could maybe play the next game, but they will not be ready for that as well. So I hope the next 3-4 days he makes big steps, and then we will see.
So that is it there from Jurgen Klopp. Now, David Moyes is a bit reluctant to give away the details of a back that has plagued West Ham's team over the last week and a half. But Moyes knows West Ham face a very tough test against Freiburg this evening.
Yeah, look, the last few years we've had really good nights at London Stadium. I think back to the likes of Seville and Alkmaar last year, and some of the games we've had have been special nights for us, but we're not quite at that stage yet. This is still the group. We've won the group the last 2 years. Winning it for 3 years in a row will be really tough. Freiburg are a good team, and we all need to play very well to get a result. It was a really close game over in Freiburg, and we narrowly come out in front, and they've shown in the group that they're a really good side.
They've shown they are a really good side. Now, the 2023 FIFA Best Men's Coach and Women's Coach nominees have been released. So you take a look at the men's coach, and there is Pep Guardiola of Manchester City in there. Yes, he performed phenomenally well, making sure that Manchester City won the UEFA Champions League. There is also Napoli head coach, former head coach and currently the head coach of the Italian national team. Also in there, and that is Luciano Spalletti. He had a very wonderful season, helping Napoli to win the title in there. But there is also another coach that is from the Premier League who managed to also get a very good standing. That is from the women, Sarina Weigmann and Emma Hayes. They made the list for the women's coach of the year, as well as Barcelona coach, who also getting into the list. Now, Louisa says Manchester United will be motivated to avoid defeat when they play Liverpool at Anfield on Sunday, following last season's 7-0 loss to Jurgen Klopp's side.
You know, when you lose a game like 4-0 and you recognize that maybe the players are just like very sad and don't have like solution straight away, but you have to have that spirit and that engagement that make sure that everyone coming back to your box, they will be hurt. They will be, understanding that it's not going to happen. So you have to have that determination to actually reproduce some place where people have that fear. And I don't think it's the case. It's like, it seems to be too easy, and that will be the main. You know, losing a game is something that we all can, let's say, accept. But losing a game that, as they done last year, it's unacceptable. So I don't think that this mistake will be reproduced. I do think that it's going to be a game to watch and to enjoy. The result is up to them to start really well in the first 20 minutes, and hopefully have that, as I said, the energy level and confidence to actually. Produce some hard challenges, some question to that defense. Liverpool, as any team, has weaknesses. We need to show that.
Well, they need to show that. Let's finish off with some rugby reports from Aniela Aloti.
The Ghana Women's Rugby League is participating in a 3-leg Women's Rugby League International Match Series, the first of its kind in Africa. Not only impacting Ghana's world rankings, the match series presents an opportunity for Ghana to gain full membership with the International Rugby League. The first 2 games ended in defeat for the Leopardesses of Ghana. However, 1 game remains, and they are hoping and training in order to beat Nigeria when they conclude the series. With 2 losses down the drain and 1 game remaining, Jacqueline Ansah maintains that a win is necessary for the team.
A win is very necessary for us. As the Leopards of Ghana, it would actually help us in our ranking on the world map. So we need this win to push us to a very good standing. So we really need this win.
Comparing the first 2 games, Grace Love Hammond says the second was an improvement on the first.
Second game was better than the first game, and what I believe we did differently was the fact that we trusted in our team. Like, we were really hungry for that win, even though we still lost. You can actually see by the difference in margin of the scores that we cut down by.
Apparently, losing twice does not mean much, because Millicent Njomaba is confident that the Leopardesses of Ghana are in no way intimidated by the Green Falcons of Nigeria.
No, we are not intimidated by the Nigerian team at all, because comparing the previous games, The first one was a big loss for us. The second one was much better. But I think we are steadily gaining ground. And for this third game to be happening here in our forte, we believe that with the home support and the confidence that we have, we'll be able to beat them easily.
Meanwhile, coach of the Ghana Women's Rugby League team, Riddick Aliba, has called for sponsorship for the team and urged the public to support them.
The ladies have been training hard, really committed. We are looking out for the game on the 28th. We'll ask Ghanaians to support the ladies. As you can see, they are putting in the work. We really need the support. We need them to cheer them up.
On January 28th, 2024, here at the University of Ghana, the Leopardesses of Ghana are going to take on the Green Falcons of Nigeria to conclude the three-leg international match series. Let us prepare to come watch and support them. Aniela Alote for 3 Sports, Accra.
So that was Aniela Alote with the Rugby Report. Hopefully they get some better results from this particular series. That'll be all for sports this morning. My name is Kelvin Owusu Ansah. Sunrise continues with Johnny Hughes and the rest of the team. But DJ Abiam, as always, will serve you with some fine tunes before the show continues. Helen Apiampofo is also here. I don't know, she's in red. I don't know what she's demonstrating for already in Christmas mood. Helen.
We're very much in the Christmas spirit. Are you ready for Christmas?
Yeah, I am.
How so? How prepared are you?
Oh, me, I make wild do since last week.
Uh-huh.
I'm very much prepared.
Have you bought the relevant Christmas presents for the relevant people? Number one.
Not yet.
Okay.
But we have the Christmas celebrations planned, the parties and all that.
The sittings, the boys. My organizer. There's going to be some pork featuring, some other things goats, featuring, some goats. Yeah. Hey! What's Christmas without a sitting or two? But Christmas is for the kids, oh.
Leave it for the kids.
Oh no, Christmas is for the kids.
Okay, yeah, I'm a kid. Yeah.
Child of God.
I'm a kid. Yeah.
Kelvin, thank you so much for that sports update. This is still 3FM Sunrise on 3FM and 92.7. Stick with us. There's more to come right here. As we serve you some sweet music, DJ Bam is at the helm of Music Affairs. Don't go anywhere.